Hi, this is Katie Freeman here on National Scrapbooking Day with my first process video. If you've joined me on the hop, welcome, and if you have come directly to me, why not continue hopping with the links in the comments box below. I usually start a scrapbook project with a sketch. This one is from Stick It Down. I choose a photo that I'd like to scrap and then choose papers to go with it. This sketch I need 3 pieces of pattern paper, so I'm choosing Perfectly Artistic, Cherry on Top and Simply Irresistible Design Series paper. I'm going to colour the Simply Irresistible paper with Pool Party to mimic the sea. I'm going to add the ink using a brayer, so run your brayer over the ink pad and then starting off the page, just rub it all over your sheet. Continue going until you're happy with the colour coverage. I then decided to add a second colour in Island Indigo, this time using a finger dauber to add just bits of colour where I wanted it. Finally, run a clean piece of kitchen towel all over the paper just to remove any excess ink from the resist areas. To clean your brayer, spray stamping mist over your stamping scrub and then run it through a few times on the wet side, then on the dry side. Finally, I store my brayer in 2 separate parts so that one side doesn't get squished in the box. So now on to putting together the layout. I've chosen to use a piece of Sahara sand as my background cardstock and then gather all my supplies that I need with the sketch and the photo, my trimmer on the side, ready to go. Once I've decided which way round I want my paper to go, I'm ready to start cutting. I then layer up the rest of the papers, cutting them where needs be to fit in with the sketch. I decided to include the tag element from the sketch for a place to put my journaling. Once I'm happy with my placement, it's time to start sticking things down. Before sticking down the Perfectly Artistic paper, I daubed the edges with Island Indigo ink. I decided I might want to use some of the water paper that I'd created, so I decided to gut the back out of the other piece. It was then time to add the title. The title I've chosen was Perfect View, for obvious reasons. On checking the alphabet, the letters for perfect, the problem was I was missing an R, but that's easily created by cutting a W. With the word view, I decided that I actually wanted to line it up from the end, so started with the W rather than the V. There is some bunting which I'm going to add from the patterned paper. Here I couldn't decide if I wanted my bunting straight or to follow the line of the flags. I daubed the edge of this piece of paper too. Instead of tying ribbon in a bow, I decided to use a little swoosh of Hessian ribbon, which I attached with staples. The final part of the sketch was to add a little embellishment to the top right hand corner. I knew I wanted to thread a little piece of the water paper through a like piece of ribbon, so I had to keep chop until it fitted. All that was left to do was daub the final edges and then stick it down. Ta-da! Layout complete.